right, hey everyone. I am kicking this thing off. I am teaching my financial freedom strategy. I figured what better day to start this than the day after Independence Day, as it is July 5th and this is week one. I am Wesley Yates, and we're going to go over a strategy that I have been tweaking and playing with for several years now. It has been something that has worked for me, and I've continuously had people ask here and there, like, why do I do it? How do I do it? I am no expert. I am no guru. I am just sharing some things that have worked for me and have been helpful for me. So I'm going to go ahead and dive right into it and get started. I am using Robinhood. If you'd like to sign up for Robinhood, I got a link right here. You can click on that. I think it gives us both a free stock. So that'll be a way of benefiting both of us. The link to this and any other documents you see will be at the bottom under this video. Those are free for you to access and look at. So I hope those are helpful. I am going to be using Snowball Analytics. It's another platform that helps, and it's a great tool. So we'll go over that, and I'll show y'all some of the great features of that things. I really like it. Yet again, there's my link to that. You can get signed up. So I will also share a live view of my portfolio once we get this thing going. So you'll see that if you ever want to look at it. So like I said, this is what I'm doing. I am setting up a brand new account that is actually going to be for my daughter. She is starting her freshman year in high school, and I would like to build her up some passive income. So by the time she graduates high school and she's looking to enter into that next chapter, she has some type of passive income, some cash flow that can help her, get her life started. So I'm not necessarily building this and sharing this for the more savvy. I'm sure there's a lot of people that may see this and say, oh, there's way better ways. Please share. I am not saying that I know everything. I'm saying this is what I know. And this is what I've been doing with my money. The strategy here, we're going to start off with weekly payers, and then later on we'll start growing our portfolio into the monthly payers. So phase one, we're going to pick 5 weekly payers that we're really wanting to see an average dividend yield above 35%. All right, I'll show you the ones that I picked. I did share all the stocks that I'm invested in and have kind of looked at. Some of those have worked real well for me. Some of those I'm a little questioning on. We'll keep analyzing those, and I'll use those as examples of what's been working for me, what's not been working for me, why I like the ones I like. But really what we want to do is see our dividend yields that have been stable or increasing. I'd like to see over a consistent period of time they're above that dividend yield average of 35% for my weekly payers. You will see some of these are leveraged, and you'll see them go from 130 to 50% in a day. So they're all over the place, so understand that may happen. So to look at those, we have those right here. The link to that, you click on that and it'll take you straight to those. We'll get to that in just a second. Just to finish the strategy, we are going to be buying shares of the weekly payers evenly per dollar. So this is not going to be an even share. It's going to be fractional share purchasing, meaning we're not going to be able to afford a full share of some of these. This I'm building off as you are a beginner. You are very limited on your budget of what you're able to invest. You probably couldn't come in and spend $300 a day, $500 a day, $100 a day. But $5 a day, that's $1 into each stock. That's what we're really looking at. We really want to see as our dividends come in, we're going to be eventually scaling and adding new weekly payers until we get to about 10 weekly payers. We really want to see the dividends help us increase our cash flow until we hit to that $75 a week in dividends. That's when we're going to move forward into phase two. I will be using margin on this. It is optional. It will take us quite a bit of time to get to that $2,000 in value before Robinhood allows you to use margin. But I'll get into that a little bit more. I just really want to say today we're going to go over the overview, how to set up your Robinhood account, and really how to get things started for you. If you have questions, feel free to post them. I'll do my best to answer those as quickly as I can. But each week we're going to be doing snippets of terminology, how to utilize the tools, and all of that. But today I just want to show y'all how to get started. So we'll go over phase two as we get closer to there. But right now it's really all about building up our weekly payers. Think of that as like your starting of your waterfall, your starting of your cash flow. Right? before we start looking into Robinhood and opening that up, I do want to put it out there real quick. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is really just me being transparent and showing y'all what I've been doing with my money. I encourage you to do your own research. I encourage you to, figure out the time to read the books, watch the videos like I've done, and feel confident in what you're going to do with your money. Never invest more than what you can be confident and afford to actually lose. That would be my only, I would say, shared tidbit there of advice right there. But this is what I'm doing with my money. You do with you what you want. You do with yours what you want. All right, so to show y'all the stocks that I have invested into all of these. I like a lot of these, but scroll down a little bit so you can see. I picked the 5. Actually, I let my daughter pick the 5 that she wanted. As you can see right here, these are those 5. When you go over, you can see here's the year return on investment. That's their percentage. As you can see, a lot of these weekly payers, they don't hold a lot of value. We're not really looking for value. We're looking for dividends, which is our cash flow. So as you can see, our average of the ones we picked is right at 56%. Dividend schedule is the day that dividend pays out. So as you can see, we got one for each day of the week. That was something else that we like to look at for our portfolio, not something that you have to have for the strategy to work. The idea is you're getting a payment for once a week for each one of these that you pick. The buy type on Robinhood, what I mean by that is, can you set up a reoccurring investment, or do you have to manually go in there and buy by the dollar each time? All right. I'm going to try to show y'all how I have automated as much of this strategy as I possibly could, because if you're busy like I am, you don't have time to sit there and look at your Robinhood account, your investment account every day. So I get on here about once a week and I play with this stuff and look and see how everything's worked each week, and then schedule what I'm going to be reinvesting. If you like some of these others down here, you can share. Some of these have the link straight to their website built in. I'll keep going through here and adding more of the links so that you can find that. But if you click on that, it'll take you straight to that stock's website. All right. Well, these are the ones we're going to pick. So let me show you how to get your Robinhood set up and get going. Once you sign up for Robinhood and you get it going, first thing you got to do is put money in the account. So as you can see, I've already done my first transfer of $25. So that we could go ahead and start setting up the investment. It will not let you make any investments, set up any reoccurring investments until you have your deposit that goes through. So that's pretty much where you got to start. Going over here to account, going over here to transfers, that's going to be where you get started. You hit right here, deposit. Now, the first one, if you want to get started right away, you're going to want to just do a deposit normal. But since I've already got that, I'm going to show y'all how I set up a weekly deposit so I don't have to come in here and do it each week. I've already got my bank account set up in here and connected. They'll go through the process of do that. It's pretty easy. And then I'm going to say I want it to go to my personal account. Frequency right here pops up. If you do just once, you can push it through for pretty quickly. I think it took me about 5 minutes to get my first deposit through. But I'm going to go ahead and set up my frequency of weekly. So we're going to be investing $5 a day. 5 times 5 is 25. That's where I got the $25 amount weekly. So won't have to do this again. I'm going to go ahead and hit review, and it'll schedule that deposit. So that'll be in there, and we should be good to go. All right. So now that we got that out of the way, let's start picking our stocks. So our first one is blocks. So this is the ticker right here. So you're going to go to Robinhood up here in the search, and you're just going to type BLOX. All right, there it is right there. That pops up. Let that load. Here we go. Order type over here is that what I was talking about. Is it reoccurring? Some stocks only allow you to buy by shares. Some will let you buy by dollars. Only a few will let you buy reoccurring investments. What does that mean? Is it's automatically going to buy based on how frequent you set that up. If a stock is leveraged, or if a stock is considered highly volatile, Robinhood has certain safety measures that prevent you from being able to do a reoccurring investment. Doesn't mean they're a bad stock, just means they want to make sure that you are looking at that each time you go to buy. But for this one right here, this is one that is able to do a reoccurring. So I'm going to click that, and $1 for each 5. That's $5 a day. We're going to start this on our Monday, which is tomorrow, and we're going to do every market day. That's really what we're going to do. We're really wanting to build up our cash flow, build up this engine as quick as we can. We're going to be using our payment type from our buying power, and I'm not setting up a backup just yet. All right. That way, if the money's not in my account or in Robinhood, it won't go. The purchase won't go through. So that's how we're going to do that. So I'm going to hit review order and submit. So that all looks through. You see it popped up right there. It is boom. So that'll go through tomorrow, the first day, and that'll go every day. So we're done with this one. All right. Then we're going to pick our next one, Coney, and I will go over these once we get going, why I picked the ones we picked. The main ones I picked these, as you can see, if I didn't say that already, I'm getting a paycheck each day. So I really like that. And there's some variety. You can see quite a bit of crypto. I figured this Robinhood one, we are working in Robinhood. This ETF has actually worked very well. If you want to read about any of those, you can click on that. But these are the ones that I did. Got a little bit of Tesla. We'll diversify quite a bit, but I'll spend a day just going over the stocks and what I liked about them. But today is really just going to be about getting things set up. So the next one we're going to add is Coney. It's probably just C-O-N-Y, but hey, the way I was raised, that I would pronounce that as Coney. All right, here we go. Do the same thing. Now, as you can see, if I put manual buy over here, I'll show you what we got to do on that one. All right, so we got a buy order. We're going to go down. We got the recurring option. We're going to do $1 every day, buying power. Everything looks good. Boom, submit, and done. Let it pop up. We got it right there. All right, on to the next. Who? Here we go. H-O-O-W. Robinhood right here. And rocking and rolling. Same thing. We're going to do a reoccurring investment. See, I wanted to show you all this. If you select it, and it's a manual buy, as you can see, manual buy right here, that it'll give you this message. All right, don't worry about that. Just go back over here, click on it again, and we'll show. All right, come on, give me that. Options. Okay. So you got to go back into it. So it will not let you set it up if it doesn't allow. So what you do is I set up, it's just a buy order, right? And the buy in dollars or shares, you want to make sure we're buying in dollars. Now, keep in mind, I said I'm setting this up for my weekly. So since I don't want to be on here every day, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put $5, which is what I spend total for my week. So that will go in, it'll queue this, right? And buy, and you'll see it'll pop up queued. All right, or at least that's how I pronounce that. And you'll see that's going to go in as soon as the market opens. So the next time the market opens, which is tomorrow, it'll put that 5 in. So that we want it to be evenly invested in each stock, I'm going to go ahead and just put my weekly so I can go work during the week and mess with this only on the weekends. So we're done there. Next one, I believe, is also a manual buy. So we're going to do that. TSII. All right. Let that pull up. We're going to go ahead and do a buy order in dollars. I'm also going to do that in 5 for the week. Review, buy, and boom. Popped up right here. We know it went through. All right. Utility is the next one. So we're going to do that. Or at least that's how I abbreviate it. U-L-T-Y. Boom. And we'll get rocking and rolling. So this one is a reoccurring one. It'll allow us, so we'll set that up doing the dollar cost averaging right here. Buying every day, averaging our cost over a period of time. So rocking and rolling. And yes. All right. So we can check that right there. So once we got that last one, that was all 5. We're going to click this little feather and go back. You saw and you noticed before you had nothing over here on the side, and now, come on, There we go. All right. So the reoccurring investments will not pop up because that order has not gone through yet. You can see them down here, your reoccurring investments down here. So there's all 5 of them. This will go through. That little plus means there's an order put in. You'll see that plus on the day of. So if you did want to hop on here on your Monday and just to check to make sure, you can see that. That plus means there is an order scheduled to go in. As you can see, it already took the $10 from the 5 and 5. From that, you click this little down arrow right here, it'll show you. You had $25 in cash, you got $10 in pending orders. It's not factoring the reoccurring ones because those will go in for tomorrow and each day this next week. So that is it. That is that simple. We are set. We don't have to come in here and really do anything for another week. So I'm going to come back next week. We're going to go a little bit more in depth. I'm going to cover more terminology, and we're really going to start showing y'all how I'm tracking these. We are going to track this by the week and really see how this takes off. I will show y'all once we get some dividends paid out. I will show y'all the Snowball Analytics tool to show how we'll set up our goals in there of what we're really aiming for, and we'll come back around and we'll really work on that right there. So this first one, I wanted to make it quick. I wanted to make it simple. You may already have a lot of questions. I'm going to be doing multiple of these. Feel free to watch, see how this plays out. If you do feel that you have some questions you'd like to ask, please put those in the comments so we can get those answered. If you feel you have some tips and tricks and things that you've learned with these tools or different types of dividend investing, hey, by all means, share the knowledge. So I really appreciate your time. Again, this is something that I wanted anyone that can come across a few dollars. That's all you got, but the fundamentals are there. The idea of a little bit invested consistently builds up momentum over a long period of time. So we're going to see where are we at in 5 years. That's what we're looking at. So I'm excited to get this going. Could take several years so hey, hopefully we can learn a lot over the next few years. But I'll cut it there. Thank you for your time, and I hope somebody found this useful. Thank you.